Yeah, the continuation of 3C. The next bit we are entering fifth one. The fifth one is what? What is the problem, Nana? Uday, what is the problem, Nana? If root 3 plus I whole power 100 is equal to 2 power 99 into A plus IB, then you
Then
need
show
to,
that.
then show that you has to tell me A square plus B square equal to
Yes,
4.
yes.
This is what you need to show that. Okay, this is a condition they mentioned. This you need to show that. Clear? Okay, how I am going it is now let us start our discussion here. Solution thing. How I am going to do the solution. What I has to take first of all. What's the value of root 3 plus I? I am taking like this. Root 3 plus I is there. This I am multiplying dividing with by 2. What I am going to get inside? Root 3 by 2 plus 1 by 2 into I. Can I write like this? Okay. Next 2 times of root 3 by 2. Can I write cos 30? Can I write this one sine 30 into I? So root 3 plus I can write 2 times of cos 30 means I can write like this to our understanding cos pi by 4 pi by 6 plus sine pi by 6 just I. This I wrote. Next what I has to do root 3 by plus I wrote like this and make convenient. What I has to do what is the want you want power of 100 right? So I'm making a power of 100 now. This is also power of 100 I'll write. For this LHS I am taking. I'm working over here. LHS equal this one. Then I will make it power 100 root 3 power whole 100. For this what can get 200 2 power 100 into cos power what you get this 100 is going to be inside of everyone. So 100 pi by 6. Next sine of 100 pi by 6 into I. This LHS value. This is what root 3 plus I into 100. Copy with me parallelly. Then after this, what I'm trying to say is here, this you can take what you can do. This LHS I'm saying right. This equal to I'm writing RHS. RHS value how much? This one right. So 2 power 99 into A plus IB. The value of LHS took this value LHS equal to this one. This equal to what they're telling. This equal to this one right. I wrote like this. Then 2 power 99 and 2 power 100 cancel. What you're going to get 2 power 1 we left out. Am I clear? So next 2 3 ja 2 5 ja 2 3 ja 2 5 ja. The rest of the term I'll write in the next page. LHS what you're going to get out 2 into cos 50 pi by 3 plus I sine 50 pi by 3. Am I clear Anna? This equal to what can I write A plus IB. Clear or any doubt? Please let us confirm to me. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So similarly, if I take A minus IB, if I take A minus IB, if I work parallelly, I can expect the answer like this. Cos 50 pi by 3. A minus IB means I will get minus here. I sine 50 pi by 3. Do you have any problem? This is already mentioned. I took a complex conjugate of this. You'll get complex value here. So after that, what I'm trying to do is equation number 1, this I take, equation number 2 I'll take. I should multiply with equation number 1 and 2. Multiply this 2 you multiply and this 2 you multiply. So A plus B into A minus B I can write. So A plus IB into A minus IB. The same time 2 times of this one and 2 times of this one, this values I can copy like this. Okay. After this A plus B minus equal to A square minus B square. So similarly 2 2 ja 4 right. Next cos A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square right. So cos square 50 pi by 3 minus right I square sine 50 pi by 3. Am I clear right? Sine square. So I square means what no? Minus 1. Automatic minus into minus. Plus will get. So next what can get A square? I square means minus 1. Minus into minus plus A square plus B square. Next cos square theta plus I sine square. Cos square theta plus sine square theta equal how much you know? 1. So therefore we can write A square plus B square equal to 4. This is what our requirement of the proof. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear? Any doubts? Okay. So a
Yes,
square
sir.
minus b square. Just you can take a sample question and you should working it out. You'll get an answer. A plus b into a minus b. You'll get an answer. Okay. Like this, you can do it out. Just I'm trying to say one second. This is important question. Previously, question is came. Let us take this is equal to this. You need to prove this. So I'll take first of all root 3 plus 1 value enter. This is what. Then after root 300 is equal to what? This I wrote conveniently. So this is value of LHS. That LHS I must equate it to RHS. And after I was cancelled out, 2 power 1 will get. This is what A plus IB. Then after that A minus IB, similarly if I get expect answer, same value will get A minus IB also. Okay. Then after this, what you are going to expecting over here it is. So A plus B into A minus B. So I'll get A square minus B square. That is what I did of. So you'll get an answer sin square plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now clear, this bit is clear, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we are moved to the next question here. Next question is fifth one. What is the fifth question, Uday? The fifth question is if z is equal to x plus iy and they mention one condition mod z is equal to 1, find the locus. Find the locus of z. This is the question here. So this is the first question you are entering to the what is understand by locus. If any time they are asking a locus, locus is nothing but a one relation. Locus is nothing but a relation. They're asking in terms of z means you can take the relation in terms of z. We need to create any relation in terms of z according to for a given condition. What they mention condition is z is equal to 1 they mention. Clear? No? Let us take z is equal to x plus iy and what they mention you substitute mod z is equal to 1, right? So first of all you z x plus iy is equal to 1. Mod z means what? This is the modulus symbol. Mod z means you open it is x square plus y square is equal to 1. What is the next step here? Squaring on both sides. What I can get? X square plus y square equal to 1 or x square plus y square minus 1 is equal to 0. Am I clear it? This is the relations for that given locus. Just you take a condition, that condition you expand, then you'll get one relation that is a locus of the given z. Whatever the condition I mentioned, you just follow the condition, you can create one relation in terms of z. This comes under a locus of the z. I think you might clear now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now let us we move on to the next fifth bit. First one is over. Now fifth bit second question. Similarly, they are telling to find out the locus now. So next question is second one. What they mention condition? Amplitude of z. What they mention condition? Amplitude of z minus 1 is pi by 2. Then find a locus. Find locus. So simple thing is first amplitude of z is they are telling it's pi by 2. Okay. Amplitude means they mentioned the angle they mentioned is pi by 2. So let us I'll take a question. I'll working start. First of all, z is means what? Z minus 1 is okay. That means z minus z is what I think you know. Nothing mentioned z is equal to x plus I. We have to imagination it's minus 1. So from this what I can write this x minus 1 into iy. Clear? Huh? Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Okay. So next case, what they mentioned condition? Amplitude is pi by 2 and angle. Angle what they mentioned? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 means angle is 90. So angle is 90 means tan 90, right? So I think how to find out tan 90 is equal to tan inverse of y by x. Am I clear? So if you want to get it out 90, what value of x and what value of y? When tan inverse something by 0 is required to make it tan 90. Clear, right? Angle 90 undali ante నీకు imaginary part అనేది 0 ఉండాలి because something by 0 is infinite. Am I clear? So it means the denominator part should be 0 means the real term must be how much? Real term must be 0. Please try to follow me. Just I was taken, they mentioned amplitude of this is 90. So just I was simplified the question. This question is like this. Z minus 1, this is meaning. This question angle must be 90 means tan 90. Tan 90, how you get y by x? It means tan infinite you will get. Tan infinite means how you get something by 0 is infinite. It means that x value should be 0 irrespective of y. It means real term must be 0. Am I clear? Right? So that is what real term must be 0. That real term, what is the value of real term here? Given question, x minus 1 is 0. So this is a relation for a given locus. Given question. Clear? Any doubt? No. Previously,
Yes, sir. Clear,
modulus
sir.
is 1. Now it is angle must be 90. Angle must be 90. What is the condition? The imaginary part must be 0. That is what you get an answer. Clear, right? I hope it's clear. Otherwise, you can watch
Yes, sir.
1 second, you'll get it out. Now we are on to the
Yes.
third question now. The third one is here. Arg Z1 bar, arg Z1 bar, and arg Z2 are they mention. What are the arg Z1? Pi by 5. Arg Z2 bar is pi by 3. Arg Z2 just pi by 3 repeatedly. What they're asking, you need to find out, try to find out arg Z1 plus arg Z2 bar they're asking. It's very simple. First of all, he has to take what is the arg Z1 and arg Z2. This is inside, sorry. Arg Z1 plus arg Z2 bar. First of all, arg Z1 he has to know first of all. So arg Z1 bar they mentioned. From that you can find out arg Z1. Okay. First of all, he has to take given condition you write down. Arg Z1 bar is equal to how much, Nana? Pi by 5. Okay. From this, if I write just arg Z1, this arg Z1 means minus of this angle you'll get. Arg Z1 is equal to minus of arg Z1 bar. So this is equal to minus of pi by 5. I think they mentioned Z1 bar. I think only just Z1 means you can take minus of this one. This is the condition. This is the condition you can take it out. If anything else required, you can take the arg Z1 is equal to minus of arg Z1 bar. If you know arg Z1 bar, you'll get arg Z1. So from that I got this one. Next arg Z2 bar they mentioned. Arg Z2 bar. Arg Z2 bar, arg Z2. I think what they mentioned arg Z2 bar or arg Z2 only. Arg Z2 only they mentioned. I think question is wrong. Arg Z2 only. Just they mention arg Z2 only. They are finding to ask arg Z2 only. So what is the arg Z2? Already mentioned. What is the value now? Pi by 3. This is clear. What they mentioned arg Z1 plus arg Z2. So arg Z1 value enta? Minus pi by 5. Plus arg Z2 how much? Pi by 3. Okay. If you add both, you are going to get an answer 2 pi by 15. This is the answer now. Clear? Any doubt? Here the logic is they're asking, they mention arg Z1 bar, you have to convert arg Z1 bar into arg Z1. Then after just there are trying to ask to find out addition of that, then you can add addition according to our own requirement. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Uday, are you following me?
Yes, sir.
Next we are moving to fourth question, fourth bit. One more question is if z is equal to 1 plus 2i by 1 minus I whole square, then find arg z. If the question is what they're asking arg z something else, first of all we has to know from the given question you has to know what is the question you need to convert into x plus iy, then you can know it finding arg z is easy. That is tan theta is equal to y by x or theta is equal to tan inverse of y by x. Am I clear? Right? So what is your duty to? You need to convert the question into x plus iy format. So let us, I'm trying to do this for in the presence of you. Let us take z is equal to numerator no need to change because all it's simple. The denominator you can do a minus b whole square. What you can do? A square plus b square minus 2ab. Then after what is there? Square is over, right? It's opened. So next, what is the simplification? We are going to get 1 plus 2i by denominator 1 minus 1 minus of minus it is I square is minus 1. So it's plus 1 now plus 2i. So what is there here? 1 plus 2i by this is cancel. 1 plus 2i will come. Both are same cancel. What is the value of z? 1. Now no imaginary part, keep it 0. This is the this question simplification. Now what is arc z? Arc z means what? Angle. Arc z is equal. Angle means what? Tan inverse of y by x. Y means what? How much? No? 0. X means what? 1. So something by 0, how much it is? Infinite. Am I clear? Are you getting my point or not?
Yes.
I think not it is. 0 by something is 0. Not something by 0. It's some 0 by something is 0. I think your angle is arc z is 0. 0 by something is 0, no. That's what I kept 0. The angle is 0. So arc z is 0. Clear? Next, for this, your first bit is finished. Now we are looking back to that next one, second bit. Now I'm turning back to the second bit now. The second bit, what they mention it is here, simplify the following, the complex numbers and find their modulus. We need to simplify the questions. We need to simplify the questions. Then you are converting into z like x plus iy format. Then you find modulus. First of all, you are duty to second bit. Just I'm taking a first sample question. It is here. First one is a 2 plus 4i into minus 1 plus 2i by minus 1 minus I 3 minus I. They're asking you need to simplify the question, then you find out just a modulus they're asking. If you wanted to find out the modulus for this question must be in terms of like this. Okay, what you have to do, this question you need to simplify first of all. First you multiply numerator and you multiply denominator. So after I multiply numerator, I got minus 10 after simplification. The denominator I got minus 5 minus 2i. If I 2 I take common numerator denominator, I got minus, I'll take 5 by 2 plus I got. After simplification, this question I got like this. But is it in x plus iy format? Is it like this? Please try to respond. Is it like this? It is not, because these are in numerator. To make it like this, what you have to do? You need to make it rationalized by numerator denominator. After you rationalize, you simplify. I got an answer 2 minus I. Now this question is look like in now in x plus iy format. What are the value of here? 2 plus I into minus 1. Clear, right? Any doubts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now question you simplify, you get it now. Now you find out modulus. What is the modulus finding? Mod z is equal to under root of x square plus y
X
square.
square plus y square.
X square means for 2 square, y square means for minus 1 whole square. It's nothing but root 4 plus 1. The answer is root 5. Clear, Nana? They're asking just modulus. If they wanted to find out modulus or arc z, our concept of our intention is you need to first convert the question into x plus iy. Do your own operations. How to simplify means you are practicing many times. You can understand which question I should do which format. Clear? Now, like similarly, we have a second question. The second question also you can do simple. Okay, a plus b whole cube is there. Down you can multiply, then you rationalize and find it out. That you can take its homework. You can working it out. Let us know that. Now fifth bit, first question, second bit, first question is over. Now second bit, second question we are entering. But the second question, second bit, they are entering it is. It's pretty interesting. 1 minus I, 2 minus I, 3 minus I, up to so on. 1 minus ni. This is equal to x minus iy. This is the condition they mention here. What they're writing is please show that. You need to show that. We need to show that 2 into 5 into 10 into up to so on like this. 1 plus n square is equal to x square plus y square. This is they're asking. So the condition they mentioned, they need to show that like this. So how can I approach? Can I show right side? It should be x square y square. The question it should be the condition x minus iy. How you will get x square or y square? What I have? How will you get like this? You need to make it. You need to find out modulus. Modulus means you may get it out root of x square plus y square. You need to understand it. So first of all, I need to make it modulus on both sides. Modulus on both sides. Modulus on both sides means what can write? Modulus of 1 minus I into modulus of 2 minus I into modulus of 3 minus I up to so on modulus of 1 minus ni is equal to what can write? Modulus of x minus iy. Clear? Now start applying. Modulus means under root of 1 square plus minus 1 whole square. Next into under root of 2 square minus of minus 1 whole square. And like this, next what is there? 3 square minus 1 whole square. Similarly, under root of 1 square plus minus 1 whole square. Under root of x square plus minus iy whole square. Clear? Any doubts? Now let us this you open it is what modulus is just modulus is already over. This is brackets you think it out. You shall write bracket. It is not a modulus. Already modulus is done, right? After modulus is open, you are going to like this. Now next, what is the answer you are expecting? Root 2. What is the answer you are expecting? Root 5. What is your answer expecting here? Root 10 up to so on. Here it is 1 plus n square. The right side, what you're going to expect? Roots x square plus y square. Am I clear? Right? Now what you have to do? Squaring on both sides you'll do. What you get squaring on both sides you are doing means what you are going to expect now. What else you are going to expect? This answer you are expecting now. Squaring on both sides means. After squaring on both sides, you'll get out. Root 2
Yes,
means
sir.
2,
Roots
root
will
5
cancel.
means like this. All get cancelled. This you are going to expect. Now, hence proof is done. Okay, it's very interesting. Now this question is over. Second bit, second, and first one is over. Now we are moving to the second bit, second one. So it's very simple. Similarly, they are asking it is locus. Again, the question in terms of locus. So what they mention, I'll take a condition. If the real part of z plus 1 by z plus I is 1, then find the locus of z nano. Then find locus of the z. Am I clear nano? Right? So condition what they mention, the real part of this is 1. So what is you have to do? First of all, you should take this question. This you simplify into x plus iy. Then after you should think out. Just take wherever it is a z, you can write x plus iy and x plus iy plus I. After this x plus 1 into iy by what can I write this one? X plus I into y plus 1. Okay. But question is not like this. It should not x plus 1. So I will to rationalize x minus of I y plus 1 by x minus of I into y plus 1. After this entire thing, I was simplified. I got an answer. Just I'm writing directly answer. I don't want to do every entire thing. X square plus y square plus x plus y plus this is by x square plus y plus 1 whole square. Then I into minus x minus y minus 1 by x square plus y plus 1 whole square. Now it's clear. Now it's look like x plus iy format. Clear for this? So this is the real part now. This is the imaginary part for a given question. Clear? So
Yes, sir.
they mention it is the real part is 1. So it means this value you are equated to 1. You'll get a condition of the locus. You'll get a locus that is the con. So I make it equal for real part is 0. Now real part is equal to 1. What is the real part here? What I got just now? X square plus y square plus x plus y by x square plus y square plus 2y plus 1, which is equal to 1. Now 1 you send to x, you should multiply with 1. Then after that you need to simplify this. So x square plus y square plus x plus y. 1 into something is something only. X square plus y square plus 2y plus 1. Then this is a cancel x square plus y square. Then after what are the things you need to simplify? After I simplified, I got an answer x minus y minus 1 is equal to 0. This is the locus of the given question. Clear now? Any more doubt?
No, sir.
This is a simple locus. Condition you take and find it out. This is the locus for that. Now similarly, we go for a third one. I'm trying to give the homework for you. Third one, it's very simple. The third one is modulus of z minus 3 plus I is 4. This is the condition you need to find out the locus. Nothing is that, just you write out z first of before going to modulus is equal to 4. This I can write x minus 3 into I times of y plus 1 is equal to 0. Now you can do modulus on modulus. You can open the modulus. Modulus open means what can you get? A square plus b square is equal to 4. Clear? Huh? Modulus open means this you get. Next, I'm trying to take squaring on both sides once again because the root is not equal to p. I'll open squaring on both sides means what? Now we can do squaring on both sides. What you get? X minus 3 whole square plus y plus 1 whole square is equal to 4 square. Squaring on both sides. So what is the condition now? X minus 3 whole square just y plus 1 whole square is equal to 16. Please open a minus b. Please open a plus b. Then after all send to right side, we'll make it a simplification. After simplification, I'm writing a direct answer. The answer is x square plus y square minus 6x plus 2y minus 6 is equal to 0. This is what your requirement of the proof for a given question it is. Still clear? Any doubt? Just you take a question when they're asking the locus, according to their condition you follow, you might be getting an answer. Nothing more than that. Okay?
Yes, sir.
It's very clear. Now I'll move to the next question now. Fourth question is the same bit. Same question is also in terms of just find the locus. What they're asking, if z plus ai is equal to modulus of z minus ai. It's very pretty interesting question. What you have to do, first of all, you can write z is equal to rewrite x plus iy plus ai is equal to x plus iy minus ai. What you have just open the modulus, this x plus I should take in the y plus 1, I'll get imaginary part. Here, what is the x plus I take a y minus a, I think. So this is a, right? Yeah, sorry. Now you can open the modulus now. Under root of what you get, x square plus y plus a whole square, x square plus and y minus a whole square. Now what I have to do, I'll do squaring on both sides to make it root out. This root is going to out. So left what you get, x square plus y plus a whole square. This side x square plus y minus a whole square. Still clear? This I'll get. By seeing only you can cancel x square both sides. Now this you are open. So y square plus a square plus 2y. Then y square plus a square minus 2y. This x square y, this is cancel. This you send out. Now 4y is equal to 0. Then it's nothing but the y is equal to 0. This y is equal to 0 is a given locus for a given question. Clear, right? Are you clear or any doubt it is?
Yes, sir. Clear.
It's a very simple question. Okay, now it's very simple. Okay. Now we have a third bit. The third bit is just we need to just read the third bit. If z is equal to x plus iy and the point of P lies on the organ plane represent Z, then describe geometrically the locus of the P, satisfy the condition is here. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. The thing is what, there are 4 questions are there. 4 questions same. They mention the condition. You need to try to find out the solution here. You need to find out the locus for a given question. Let us same question. Let us I'll try to say first question. 2z minus 3 is equal to 7. It means modulus of this is equal to 7. So first of all, you need to replace the z. What is z then? X plus iy minus 3 is equal to 7. So what is this here? Next 2x plus 2 times of iy minus 3 is equal to 7. What you can get next step? 2x minus 3 is the real part plus I into 2y is a imaginary part and modulus is 7. Okay, this is the real term. This is the imaginary term. Now what you have to do? Open the modulus. What you can do? 2x minus 3 whole square plus 2y whole square is equal to 7 square. Okay. Are you clear or not? So this is not 7 square, just 7 only. Modulus of 7. Next we need to do squaring on both sides to make it even out. So this is going to cancellation. 2x minus 3 whole square, then 2y whole square. The 7 7 are 49 here. Okay. Now this you open, the send back to that, you'll get one relation here. I'm writing directly answer for this. The first question x square minus y square and 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. So this is the way just you take a condition. Then after that you have to replace z is equal to x plus iy. According to the condition what they mentioned, you need to try to follow. You'll get a relations. These are the given equations you are going to get in answers. Still it's clear? No. Now we move to the next question here. The next question, the fourth one, I'm trying to explain the importance of that. What they mentioned, the fourth question, can you try to reach out me? Fourth question is here. The fourth question is if Z1, Z2 are two non-zero complex number, we need to focus on that. Yeah, Z1 and Z2 modulus is equal to mod Z1 plus mod Z2. This is the condition. You need to make one proof. They mentioned that what you need to show that is here arg Z1 minus arg Z2 is 0. This is they're asking. This is you need to showcase that. This is the condition they mentioned. This you need to make it out. I'm trying to take a condition and start working over here now. Please be considerate. I don't want to do entire thing. Arg Z1 and Z2 is equal to modulus of that modulus of Z1 plus modulus of Z2. What's the modulus of this one? X plus iy. Just I'll try to take for the confusion. I'll take x1 y1. Z2 is x2 plus I Z2. I y2. Then what I can write here? Nothing to mention. Just I am taking my own. Then x1 plus x2 plus I y2. Clear? Now we'll take a modulus on both. What I can get it out? Modulus of this under root of x1 plus x2. It's a real part whole square plus imaginary part means what? Y1 plus y2 whole square. This is the model. What for this model is what is this? X1 plus y1 square plus what is this one, Anna? X2 square plus y2 square. Clear? Huh? But still is not clear. Then make it squaring on both sides. I'll take squaring on both sides. For this, what you'll get to for this squaring on both sides? X1 plus x2 whole square and y1 plus y2 whole square. For this, what you're going to get out? A plus b whole square, a square. This root a square plus b square means x1 x2 square plus y2 square plus 2ab. Please, are you following me or not? Please let us know. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So after still you're working over here, still we are not getting an answer. Then after that simplification, your LHS terms and RHS terms you send back to here. So you might have a getting the different answers you are going to get. What answers I should expect from yourself? It is a square plus b square, right? This is what I express v on the a square. This one and a square plus b square. That squaring and roots you are going to get in cancellation. And left a plus b whole square, right a plus b whole square. Then both cases x square plus y square. Okay, right. So here a square plus b square plus 2ab, a square plus b square plus 2ab. Just a square b square cancelling it out. X1 square and this is not inside, right? X1 under root inside the square. A square, right? Under root square already is square. So after the final simplification, then LHS and RHS, you are what you're going to get. I'm writing an approximately. You should start working over here. You can understand x1 and x2 is y1 and y2. 2 times of you'll get because that right to send out. Next right side you'll get again x1 square plus y1 square into x2 square plus y2 square. This will get. Then again you can make it out 2 to cancel. Then again you make it out squaring on both sides because this root is not required to me. Now everything the roots are cancelled. After final simplification, what you are going to get in answer is like this: x1 y2 and y1 x1 y2 and x2 y1 you'll get after entire simplification. So this I can write the y2 by y1, y2 by x2 is equal to y1 by x1. Am I clear, right? This I can write. Okay. After this, I'm applying a tan inverse on both sides. Tan inverse of this and tan inverse of this. I'm applying. Now what can that? Tan inverse I'm applying both sides. Nothing wrong in that. So y2 by x2 is equal to next to tan inverse of y1 by x1. So tan inverse of y2 by x1, what can write? Arg z2. This is what? Arg z1. Am I clear? This is what you required proof that arg z1, arg z2. Arg z1 minus arg z2, what can I write? 0. Am I clear, right? Can I write like this? Arg z2, arg z1 come to left side, minus, answer is 0. This comes to write is 0, 1 minus 2 is equal to 0. Because that is what you required proof for a given question. It is clear, and any doubt is it? They mention arg z2 or arg z1. What is wrong? Both are same. Okay. This is the way we got an answer for a given question. Okay, right? So similarly for next question, the second bit, just I'm trying to say that same thing over here. The z minus a by z plus a is equal to 1. Z minus a bar they mention. Nothing wrong in that. Just use the question as like similarly, just you take a any one number z is equal to x plus iy. You start working over here LHS to RHS. You'll get a one relation. That relation you can write it out. Or else, if possible, we'll discuss in the next classroom session. Okay. Still, this I think you have
Yes, sir.